Paracorns are tracker hunting coons at night. Gimli swinging axes, but his aim ain't right. Legolas is prepping, shooting buds off logs. Harlan's painting toenails, yelling at the dogs. Saruman's a neighbor's always causing grief, scheming in his tower like a backwoods thief. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow.
Of Arrakis, it's me, Shai-Hulud, your beloved sandworm of the desert. Many people are saying Paul Atreides, little Paul Atreides. I call him Pesky Paul. He's Al-Mahdi. People are calling him Lisan Al-Gaib. Pesky Paul's calling himself Muad'Dib. He said, Muad'Dib, I'm a little desert mouse, just a humble little desert mouse, and he is very tiny. I saw him.
Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles, middle-aged mutant ninja turtles, middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. All of their shoes are from New Balance, and turtles used to battle all over New York. It was radical. Now they work late nights in customer support. It pays the bills. They would break dance in their teens, and now they use sleep apnea machines. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles.
This is Snake. I've made it to the insertion point. I stayed pretty warm due to that anti-freezing peptide that you gave to me. But I have to admit, I was able to smuggle out my smokes in my stomach. You know, it wasn't fantastic, but I gotta have them ciggies. Psychic powers are cheating. I'm gonna plug my controller into port 2. Hind D. More like D. Hind. Ho! But seriously, what's a Russian gunship doing here? Big back, big back, big.
Good evening and welcome back to Nerddom's Pull List for the week of May 21st, 2025. My name is Matt. Welcome, everybody. This is issue 70. Issue freaking 70. Congratulations, everybody. We made it. We made it. Oh, my goodness. Holy crap. Ah. It's sick. Got some fresh basil. And I heard that everyone and their mother is playing Battlefront 2. So maybe we will hit up some Battlefront 2 tonight. And then maybe on Friday we'll play some Battlefront. I don't know. That sounds fun. Sounds kind of fun. But hope y'all had a wonderful weekend and an even better beginning of the week. Last week was rough, man. Last week was so rough. So thank you for riding it out. And thank you for the support on the new video. We're actually doing pretty well on it, man. I'm actually very proud of it. It took a lot of work, but still got it done. And yeah, thank you so much for the support. Let me see how it's tracking right now. And we have a funny video to talk about. I don't think we have anything really to react to. Yeah, 24 views, man. Wow. That's nice. Man, that's nice. People are watching it. Very cool. Very cool. That makes me happy, man. That's awesome. That's 24 people. Wow. I love looking at the analytics. It's kind of fun to see like who was watching it and stuff. It's not there yet. Watching it on the mobile phone. People are watching on the big screen, on the TV, and on the computer. Beautiful. That's so nice. But yes, thanks for riding out with me last week. It was rough, man. It was rough. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me, and we're gonna get through this, all right? Just grab a hold of something, bite your lip, give it hell. But we are also on... I'm also streaming on Kick for the first time. For the first time, streaming on Kick. Giving it a shot, man. Who knows? Never know. So we're going to start streaming on there too, and I'm working on multi-streaming vertically as well. So I think that's a fun experiment to stream on, you know, a vertical format, maybe YouTube Shorts to start, maybe someplace else, but in a vertical format, I think that'd be fun. So I might be setting all that up this weekend, and hey, are we going to read comics this weekend? Maybe. Maybe we'll finally read comics. That would be nice. It's been a long time. I do have a couple videos that I want to make. 2 of which are Star Wars related that I kind of thought of while writing the script for the Andor review. I thought it'd be kind of cool for one to look at Luke Skywalker and how he is the hero that the Republic kind of set up. You know what I mean? So when you're looking at war, and I started writing the like entire paragraphs that was supposed to be included in the Andor video, and then all of a sudden I'm like, this is a completely different video. I'm all like writing about how there's heroes propped up by the government and stuff like that, and in past wars, you know, the Ace, was it the Red Baron in World War I with the British, not the British, the Germans. There's a bunch of different heroes that are propped up that have done like heroic things. So like for instance, they did a heroic thing in oh my god, he was Italian, World War II Marine, World War II Italian Marine Medal of Honor. It's like Magione, Basilone, Gunnery Sergeant John Basilone. So I kind of compare Luke Skywalker to John Basilone in a way that he is propped up by the government and kind of not paraded around, but that's a reason why they have this the medal ceremony at the end of Star Wars, is because, you know, yeah, there's people that are behind the scenes, you know, in the OSA or the OSS doing like covert operations, and they will never be praised publicly for the stuff that they're doing. But then John Basilone does something that is without a doubt heroic. He did something absolutely heroic. He is insane, complete deserved of a Medal of Honor. What he did in 1942, I'm sorry, at Guadalcanal, insane. But they propped him up to sell war bonds, to be taking photo ops, to be, you know, he ended up shagging a few celebrities like in his time. But then he felt like it wasn't real. It felt like it wasn't him. And I think that would have been a more, I mean, it's like a deconstruction that we saw in The Last Jedi, but we never saw it. We saw him turn his back on the Jedi because of like wanting to kill his nephew. but he didn't turn his back because he like buckled under pressure, or he just wanted to be a normal dude, or just train off in the corner. He still had to do his duties as a hero, as a person propped up by the government. We didn't have to see that. Like, that would have been actually interesting, and also the mythological portion of it, the mystical portion of it with the Force. I think that would have been insane. But Luke Skywalker is the hero of the story. Absolutely. So that video, and then the other video is Andor had it easy. Andor had it easy. We're gonna do some stuff on that one. Might be spicy. But first story this week, let's get into it. Come on now. Freaking Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is not doing well. This art's pretty cool though. But man, Thunderbolts is not doing well. This article, I do believe, is cope. This article is freaking cope like crazy. Cope like crazy. I kind of want to move it closer. What do you think? No. Hey, that worked. That's nice. A little bit louder. A little bit louder. But this freaking article is freaking cope. It is cope 100%. And the reason it being is it's still, I believe, under $400 million. And let me see Thunderbolts. Budget. Budget was 180. So double 180 and what? 360? Okay. So is it I guess it's made its money back, right? I guess. It's pretty close. So if it passes 400, we're pretty close to doubling, or not to doubling, to making its money back, I should say. And for sure, it made its money back, but it didn't make a profit. That's a very small margin right here. And you know they need profit to get going, to keep going. So with that, to glowing reviews earlier this month, but the movie hasn't exactly broken box office records. A thrilling, thoughtful take on mental health and loneliness. I mean, sure. Perhaps no surprise when it looks set to end its run with just over 400 million worldwide. Is it really fair to label it that way, though? We don't think so. This person doesn't think so. I kind of do. I do. Personally, I do. In fact, there are many reasons why Marvel Studios should be, and likely is, pleased with how Thunderbolts has performed since its opening. It's those we're taking a closer look at this feature. So, the thing that Marvel should be learning from this is to not spend $500 million on a movie. That should be the lesson. 180, sure. I mean, it's cheaper than The Acolyte, so sure. But, I mean, if you're going more than that, it's gotta be a freaking sure thing, bro. Number 5, Marvel Studios desperately needed a critical hit. So that's one thing that I've heard a lot of people talking about, and I believe it too, I agree with it too, is that Marvel needs a new track record. So they need a big grouping of hits. They need a grouping of hits, stuff underneath their belt to kind of bring confidence back to the viewer. And I'm really curious how Marvel content is doing past Endgame on Disney Plus. So I'm really curious how the numbers are on Disney Plus. That would be really something to look into. And I doubt they're going to release it. They're only going to release information that is important or usable to them. So like, this was the most watched thing on Disney Plus. That kind of thing. Some people talk about the multiverse saga like it's been a colossal disaster, forgetting that there have been only 3 rotten films, Eternals, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and Brave New World. Despite that, the past years haven't been Marvel Studios deliver many critical hits, with Spider-Man No Way Home and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings the main exceptions. So in the wake of the movies mentioned above, not to mention the likes of the Marvels, and to some extent Deadpool and Wolverine, Marvel Studios needed a critical hit. At 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, Thunderbolts is exactly that, and proof that the studio can still deliver. I mean, I guess. By the way, we didn't talk about this, but let me get that arrow. I need that arrow. Need that arrow, bro. Energize the brain. Blue raspberry, man. That is the flavor. I'm gonna try mixing a little bit of mango in the blue raspberry. That'd be interesting. It's not that far behind Captain America Brave New World. Oh God. As of this past Monday, Thunderbolts was only $8 million behind Captain America: Brave New World. At the same point during its box office run, while it's true that Cap's latest movie underperformed, this isn't a bad place for this movie to be. The Captain America franchise launched in 2011. Oh my God, I don't care about this crap. However, if 415 million worldwide is this post-COVID world of superhero fatigue is the best a Captain America movie can do. Wow, that's a sentence. If in this is the best, Thunderbolts should surely be applauded for having so far grossed just shy of 330 million. So it's not even over 400 million. Hold up, did this person say? Wow, look at this. However, many have slotted it into the flop category. Perhaps no surprise when it looks set to end its run. Okay, so end its run, so it's not done yet. I know that it has been removed from IMAX screens because we got Mission Impossible. We have Sinners still going, so it's already been taken out of IMAX screens, which was another big premium ticket that used to go into the funds right here. So it's just shy of 330 million. So do you really think it's going to end its run over 400 million if it's at 330 right now and it's getting removed from screens for... Dude, you got Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch is going to demolish this. It's going to demolish this movie. It's going to kick that movie out. And then you got IMAX covered by Mission Impossible, hopefully, because he's got, you know, a bunch of stunts and stuff like that. He wants to see it on the biggest screen possible. It wasn't marketed as an Avengers movie. This whole freaking story is so much cope. Who wrote this? Josh Wilding. Josh Wilding, you are the cope master. The cope master. Inevitably, there are those on social media who have taken great delight in labeling Thunderbolts as the lowest grossing Avengers movie. They did it themselves! They named it the event. Why would they? They did it themselves! By the way, I have that font. I have that font. While they might technically be right, the movie ends by revealing its real title as The Real Avengers. That's not a fair comparison. Thunderbolts was never marketed as an Avengers movie, and beyond what social media scoopers said, who, let's face it, don't make a dent in the consensus of regular film goers. Oh, thank you. Ooh, thank you. Awesome. Woohoo! Dinner. Beautiful. There was never indication that it was one. In hindsight, Marvel Studios might have been wise to promote the New Avengers as the New Avengers. However, Disney is likely wary about tarnishing the Avengers brand. Why would you tarnish the Avengers brand? You already did it! Oh my god. So they still went along and called it the Avengers, the New Avengers. Why would you even say they were wary of tarnishing the Avengers brand? They did it this weekend after it came out. What's the difference? What's the difference, my dude? This Josh Wilding guy. This particularly if Thunderbolts didn't land. It's pretty crazy. Those aren't bad numbers for a team of C-listers. Okay, if you're comparing this, C-listers, right? Did anybody knew who the Guardians of the Galaxy were before that movie? Did anybody care? That seemed like a big C-lister stuff in the world of normal stuff. And yet, that movie made a lot of money, and a sequel, because it was good. Word of mouth. And it was also in the time where Marvel was like, you had to watch the next thing. You got a bunch of reveals about the Infinity Stones in Guardians. It was linked to the overall narrative. And this one is, but how are we supposed to know? People have watched a bunch of things and it hasn't tied to anything because we haven't seen Hercules come back. We haven't seen this guy come back, that guy come back, this people come back. There's no point. It's easy to forget that Thunderbolts doesn't exactly boast any A-listers, with the exception of Bucky Barnes. We have a villain, Ghost, who appears in a largely underwhelming Ant-Man and the Wasp. Hey, you keep that out your damn mouth, alright? It had, what's his name? What's his name? Oh my god, the guy he's from freaking Fallout. He's in a bunch of stuff. The Gemstones, that guy's awesome. Black Widow was released on Disney Plus during the pandemic. So, what up, Lewis? So, moviegoers haven't seen Red Guardian, Ghost, and Yelena, who later returned in Hawkeye in theaters. John Walker, meanwhile, debuted 4 years ago, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, another streaming title. So what you're saying is they had too much homework? so they don't care about this movie? How you doing, Lewis, man? How you healing up, bro? You resting that knee? Hope you're resting it, man. Icing. Getting looked at. Taking all that. This is by the way an article coping about the Thunderbolts being a flop. Yes, good, man, good. Taking all that into account, how can Marvel Studios be unhappy with the movie likely to finish its run with over 400 million worldwide? Yes, these are Phase 1 box office numbers, but given the current landscape, those aren't to be sniffed at. Sniffed at? This Josh Wilding guy. Whew. I'm sorry. The movie cost $180 million. Double that, it's 360, and it's at 330 right now. And you think that it's ending its... You keep thinking that the movie's going to end its run at over 400 million, which I'm not sure if that's possible. Again, we got Lilo and Stitch, Mission Impossible. We have Sinner still in the theaters. Dude, there's so much stuff coming out, and Thunderbolts is not taking any of the IMAX screens. I don't think it's going to make its money. And at the very least, if you say, okay, May, it's money back, that's not profit. That sucks. We want you need profit. You need to make more. So again, you need to either scale back your cost of the movie, or it needs to make more. And I feel like you guys just need to scale back, man. And again, a group of C-listers, why did Guardians of the Galaxy get a third movie? Because it made money, right? It was linked up to the overall narrative. I don't know, they're a bunch of C-listers. Nobody knew who they were. During the multiverse saga, Marvel Studios says, oh yeah, it successfully set the stage for Avengers Doomsday. Marvel Studios has introduced a lot of new characters and post-credit scenes that have led nowhere. Well, at least they admitted that. It's given this era of storytelling something of a directionless feel that's not beneficial to Avengers Doomsday or Secret Wars. Also not helping the matters is the fact that the saga has been forced to pivot from Kang to Doctor Doom at relatively short notice. It feels like Doom will just appear out of nowhere, but Thunderbolts at least manages to set the stage of that movie with a superb post-credit scene. The longest post-credit scene ever made, I believe. As well as better establishing this team as the new Avengers. It teased the arrival of the Fantastic Four in Earth 616. I can't believe they're running with this is Earth 616. That should be a fluke. That did more to get us excited about Doomsday than anything else we've seen since the multiverse saga began. So, yeah, this movie is a flop, man. If it makes like $20 million in profit, I don't think it justifies its existence. I will say, yes, I liked it. I will say it is a critical darling. It is a critical winner. People like it. But at the same time, you need a proven track record of good movies before I think the large audience, the normies, come back, man. Sad flop. Okay, and this story made me kind of freaking mad. I mean, I know we all have our thoughts on Zack Snyder, but I wanted to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan play Flashpoint Batman. I thought that would have been amazing, dude. So they are Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Lauren Cohen. Yes, Lauren Cohen. We're recently doing some press for their new Walking Dead show, which I don't know how they showed up in, I think, Paris or something? What up, Brandon? How are you, bro? DCEU had a terrible setup. I agree, but dude, Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Lauren Cohen as, oh my god. Why am I forgetting his name? As Thomas and Martha Wayne. Oh my god. When I saw that, I thought Jeffrey Dean Morgan would be perfect for Flashpoint. Oh my god, it would have been so sick. But anyways, he confirms that he was supposed to play DCEU's Flashpoint Batman. Which, gosh, that's so sick. That's so sick. 2016's Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, which again, if you have a scene with Thomas and Martha getting gunned down in Crime Alley, I'm crying, bro. I am Kevin Smith in that theater. Sad to say. However, perhaps the biggest surprise for fans was seeing Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Lauren Cohen playing the iconic DC Comics couple, which was actually before she was in Walking Dead. He wasn't in Walking Dead as of yet. Eating pickled asparagus? Brandon, how is it, bro? And what do you do first? Do you like cook the asparagus, or do you just let it pickle? I'm actually very intrigued because pickles are awesome, and I actually pickle eggs. Whenever I can, I pickle some eggs. Freaking awesome. Then the Flashpoint, they both start. Oh, they both were in Supernatural. I forgot. Later crossed paths in The Walking Dead. Yeah, he annihilated her on-screen husband. With two fairly noteworthy actors cast as Thomas and Martha, fans hoped that the planned Flashpoint movie would feature Morgan and Cohen as Batman and the Joker. Do you hear Rebel Moon is dead? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, man. and a good riddance, if I do say so myself. Like, dude, Star Wars destroyed the same exact plot that Rebel Moon was. They did it better in Andor. They did it better. It was literally the same thing. I included it in my Andor review. There's a screenshot. There's a screenshot with saying that Rebel Moon is dead, and I'm like, don't come for me, Snyder fans, because they are ruthless. They'll freaking DMC. What do you call it? They'll freaking DDoS you. They'll annihilate you. But hey. That's true. He's not a good writer. I agree. In the Flashpoint comic book, Barry Allen creates a new reality after traveling back in time to save his mother from the Reverse Flash. Among the changes was Bruce Wayne being gunned down in front of his parents. That led to Thomas becoming Batman and Martha being transformed into a twisted, new version of the Joker. They care mostly about the DC... Okay, that's good. Because I'm with them, man. This would have been cool. This would have been cool to see into... that version of Flashpoint. I don't know what they did in the Flash movie. I think they were like, we can't have Jeffrey Dean Morgan. That's too much. That's too much for the audience to think about. You know, oh, this happened in this movie? Well, we're trying to do something else. So we need to have nostalgia bait. We need to have him back in there. So, man, I did not like that movie. We watched it, and I was just rolling my eyes the entire time. In a new interview, Morgan confirmed that he was once in line to play Flashpoint Batman, hinting that Zack Snyder was the driving force behind his potential DCEU return as the anti-hero. Quote, truthfully, Zack was gonna do more movies. Dadoy. And I think there was a time when Flashpoint Batman would have seen these two characters in a much bigger role. And that was part of Zack world of it all. Part of the Zack world of it all. Weird. And then I never got a chance to do it, unfortunately. Cohen joined Morgan in the interview as they're promoting Walking Dead: Dead City. Sure. But didn't comment on the potential Joker run. There's been nothing to suggest Snyder intended for Morgan to suit up as Batman in the Nightmare timeline. He was, however, producing the Flash movie at the time and had likely pushed for the Watchmen star to play a role in it. I guess it is pretty close to his comedian role, huh? I can imagine that. I can see that. Felix, give me a minute. I'm gonna take a bite of food. We got ourselves some pasta. Some chicken. Man, chicken's so good. See if we can play it.
I was a huge fan, so I remember peppering her with a lot of questions about The Walking Dead. I think Zack luckily just put us together. I don't know why or how, other than maybe thinking into the future what could happen. I think that's Gimple, because maybe more of the joke is him casting us opposite each other. Yeah.
Was it Zack Snyder's purpose to kind of play a joke on people by having you both play Thomas and Martha Wayne, or was it like your suggestion or something like that at that point?
Yeah. That was the first time we'd ever met or worked together.
That's funny.
Zack was going to do more movies, and that I think that there was a time when Flashpoint Batman would have seen these two characters in a much bigger role, and that was part of the Zack world of all of it. And then that never got a chance to do that, unfortunately. But it was the first time that Lauren and I met. I remember meeting her, and she had just started The Walking Dead, and I was a huge fan. So I remember peppering her with a lot of questions about The Walking Dead. I think Zach luckily just put us together. I don't know why or how, other than maybe thinking into the future what could happen. I think that's Gimple, because maybe more of the joke is him casting us opposite each other. Yeah.
that's
Very sad, man. That's very sad. I wish we could have saw that. Wish we could have seen that. That makes more sense. Wish we could have seen that. That would have been beautiful. But hey, there's still a point. There's still a possibility. I don't know about him playing it. That would be kind of wild. But there's still a possibility we could see it someday. Hans is awesome. Is that Hans Zimmer? Hans Zimmer did a great score. I mean, some stuff I think Hans Zimmer does the best piano key plays, like in trailer music. But let's open this guy up. Oh, it's on Insta. Jesus. See if we can open this puppy up. There we go. Who's that? Danish composer. What did Jesper do? Did all the Assassin's Creed? I actually was gonna do a video on the Assassin's Creed, I think Brotherhood or Revelations. About the soundtrack. I need to do another video of that, huh? We got some ideas. We got some ideas for new soundtrack videos. Definitely down the line. I just need to sit down and do them, man. But definitely Hans Zimmer is one I would love to look at. I mean, just Inception, Batman, Dune. I mean, Interstellar. Crap. Interstellar and Inception together. Whew. Get out of town. So we got a new look at the Superman suit and all the lines. I don't know what these lines are for. How do you guys feel about these lines, man? All over it. I'm not sure. It feels a little loose. Feels a little loose to me. Sorry, let me chow down. We also have the Underoos. Very vibrant. I agree. The problem, though, is the color grading. The color grading that they're doing to this is very blue. And I guess it kind of changes color grading when he's in the other scene in, like, what? Middle East or something with the war-torn? So it goes more orange there, which is kind of cliche in all its own. It's like, we're in Mexico. All right, put the piss filter on. Middle East, piss filter. 2007 Modern Warfare video game, piss filter. We're in a city. Oh, blue filter. For sure, put the blue filter on. Blue color grading, it needs to be blue. That's what it kind of feels like with this. But I wish it was more saturated. You know, let's pull... Maybe by the end of the movie, the color grading will change and it will pull all that saturation out. And it would just be really, really colorful. But you like the Underoos, the boots. This is kind of something that we haven't seen in a long time. Very long time. Little knee pads. This is a much better look with him as Superman. A lot of people don't like the collar. I enjoy the collar. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. The collar's fine. And it does kind of have a good silhouette with the cape. So we'll see how it goes, man. Are you guys excited about this movie at all? I have a feeling it's not gonna... I don't think it's gonna make $1 billion. Sadly. I'm gonna be very sad when Fantastic Four this doesn't get over $1 billion. I will be sad. I think this is 1 week, and then I think it's the week after. Is Fantastic Four, though, 2 weeks after? I think it's 2 weeks. No, it is 1 week after, huh? So this comes out the 11th. Fantastic Four, I think, is the 18th. And then Jurassic World, whatever, is the 25th. I'm fairly certain. That is a jam-packed freaking Comic-Con weekend. I'll probably see... Yeah, man, Superman, I'll get to seeing that. I'll probably get it. I need to get tickets. Time's almost up. Are tickets even available, dude? Can you even get tickets for these movies yet? Who's spinning razor arms, lady? That's the mechanic. So, Superman, the mechanic. I think. Enemy. Mechanical monsters? Oh no, the engineer. The engineer. Yeah, so she's the engineer. Two characters in the Windstorm universe. But yeah, she's the engineer. Nanotechnology to alter his, I guess, and his successor, Miss Angela. She's a part of the Authority? So yeah, she's a part of the Authority, in which we know that the Authority is going to make an appearance in this movie. The Authority, here she is right here. She's part of the Authority, which you see them kind of taking in Superman. They're kind of arresting him at one point, right? It's a dude that looks like Black Noir. From The Boys. I fucked up. I spilled, you guys. No. I knew this was gonna happen. It was gonna end up my beard. I was gonna be embarrassed. Scott Peterson announced in WonderCon 2008 that he had talked to Morrison 2 weeks earlier about the Authority. Was Morrison working with them on this or no? I don't remember. I don't remember on that. But yeah, she's the engineer. I don't know why I said the mechanic. The mechanic. That'd be kind of funny. I'm very curious to see how this movie's gonna do. Kind of nervous for them too. That new trailer, yeah. Brandon, you're right. That new trailer actually did a lot better than the first teaser. I think that trailer's gonna win over a lot more people. You know, he is like talking about heroicism and kind of like, you know, I need to do this kind of thing because I have the ability to do so. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, we're gonna watch this video. Star Wars Theory posted a video today just called Andor. So I'm curious what's going on here because he didn't enjoy it, but let's see what he says here.
You guys just aren't gonna stop, are you? You're not gonna let it go, are you? Every comment, thousands of them, every new lore video. I'm just trying to move on, man. I'm trying to move on with my life, make lore videos. But you guys just really want me to watch this thing and review it? Listen, my reason for not watching it was sure enough for the first 3 episodes or whatever, which were boring for me. But it was mainly because of the community. Now, I see in every lore video I make, you guys are commenting thousands of comments. It's great for the algorithm.
That's insane.
It's great for my analytics. But I don't care about that. If you guys are really that upset that I'm not watching this, I mean, shit. Should I? At this point, like, it's been, what, 2 weeks? You guys are still going hard.
That's insane.
At the end of the day, I love the community, and I would not be here without you. So if this is something you guys really want me to do, to cover this and watch it and review it and all that stuff.
Is he watching in the hotel room?
I can't seem to escape Andor. Everywhere I go, it's just comments about Andor.
Oh no, it's your boy, Brett.
Show at this point.
It's your boy, bro.
Look.
So it looks like he's going back on his saying that he wasn't gonna cover it. Saying that he wasn't gonna cover it. I was curious if he was just getting accosted. How are you, Brett? How are you? How's your week going, bro? Sorry, I'm trying to stuff my face at the same time talking to you guys. Everyone's just running a little bit late today, but much better week, and I hope you guys are having a good week too, man. Much better week. I mean, dude, I just posted a video saying that Andor was the best Star Wars ever. I'm all like hiding in the corner just waiting for people to attack. I'm waiting for it. Of course he's going back. He has no principles. He's a feckless grifter. He's the biggest name in Star Wars. I can't imagine. Rightfully so, Andor is the best Star Wars ever. You're not wrong. Oh, thank you. Thank you, man. I actually found... Oh, let me find the video really quick and shout this man out. There's a video that came out 5 years ago of a man going into the creation of Star Wars, of George Lucas, and he is saying, like... Oh, here it is. Let me open this up and show you guys.
With thunder...
No, don't hurt me. So this is from Rick Worley, and this video is called How to Watch Star Wars Part 1, The Prequels Are Better Movies Than You Deserve. Which intrigued me, bro. This is a 2-hour, 20-minute video talking about George Lucas, his creating principles, his way that he creates. And the prequels and George Lucas is making more sense to me now after looking at all these interviews that he has with George Lucas. Makes total sense. I am still going to say Andor is still better made, but I do have an idea because Andor has something that these movies didn't get to do or didn't have to do. I guess it kind of does have to have world building, but you already know the world. You already know Star Wars, you already know the prequels, and then the OG series. You already know these two things. So it doesn't have to create a world as much as Episode 1, Episode 4, and possibly even Episode 7. So you're getting brought back into this world, but you have to kind of rebuild this new world building to kind of make sense. So Andor didn't have to really create the world. It already kind of did. What it did create, though, is the espionage, the spy world. That's the kind of stuff that they kind of world built, but everything else was already in place. So, was it fair? I don't know. Still the best made, best thing Star Wars ever came out with. I'm probably dropping crumbs, but whatever. I'm watching Committed now after seeing your comment on Andor. Perfect. Let me know what you think, Brandon. Let me know what you think. Like I said, you can disagree. You can disagree. It's completely fine. Completely fine. I did like the prequels, but they're still heavily flawed. Andor to me is heavily flawed. I saw your comment, Brett, about Arc 1. I need to get into it and comment back. But I think Andor is flawed. I can see its purpose in Arc 1. I can see all that, but it's still flawed. You know, that's fine. Mildly flawed. Episode 2 is majorly flawed. Andor is only minorly flawed, which I can see. But this is a great video. I'm having a great time. I'm 43 minutes in. Rick Worley. This was made 5 years ago, bro. 5 years ago. He has 288,000 views. September 6th, 2019. Little did he know, a couple months after this, we would all be locked in our houses. We would all be locked in our houses just a few short months after that. 6 months after that. Crazy, crazy. But yeah, Rick Worley. How to Watch Star Wars Part 1, And then he has a part 2 and part 3, I believe. Let's check it out. He's got a bunch of great stuff, man. How to Watch Star Wars Part 3, 1 month ago. Wow, no way. Woody Allen is innocent? Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's not watch this guy. That's kind of scary. Or that's kind of scary. But yeah, this video I'm very much enjoying so far. Part 1. I don't know about that Woody Allen stuff. I don't know if I want to engage with that. I got to go outside. I was an essential worker. Me too. But I got to go outside minorly to walk around and go hiking. But the craziest part is that they closed part of the parks, bro. I couldn't hike in certain areas because they didn't want people to be next to each other outside. Wild times. My beard is so dry. Wild times. I'm still working on my robot since lockdown. Are you Anakin? Brandon, what's going on? Are you Anakin? The Woody Allen apologia is icky. I agree. I agree. I'm gonna have to watch that. Dude, that's 2 hours. This guy does not go short. This man's making full-on feature documentaries, bro. He did an interview with Paul Duncan. Great. Author of Star Wars Archives. That's a fantastic book. It looks like this guy only makes a couple videos a year. But hey, good on him, man. I wish, sorta. I think I know the angle he's coming at it from. Oh no. Oh no. That's dangerous talk right there. That's dangerous talk. All right. Let me grab the pull list real quick. I know I need to stuff this in my mouth. Had a pretty good workout today. Last 3 days have been going. I don't know how you guys feel. Oh, no way. We might have to watch this. This is 2 years ago. This is 2 years ago. This is 1975 TV intro.
Before there was hope in the galaxy, there was Andor.
What the fuck?
As a ruthless empire tightens its grip, one man, chosen by happenstance, will rise up to become a leader of a revolution. He is a new kind of hero for a new age. His name is Andor.
Holy crap, this is so good. I'm not mad at it, bro. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well done. Music's real nice. Oral knots. Let's watch this one. Sorry, I'm kind of stalling so I can eat really quick, but I'm also having a great time.
A distant galaxy, much like our own.
Same
Chrono
music.
date 1979. Rebel spy Cassian Andor undertakes a perilous mission to steal the Empire's top-secret prototype starship, the TIE Avenger. Pursued by Imperial
That's
forces,
the actual soundtrack.
Andor's
That's the
navigation computers are obliterated, sending his craft into a temporal warp beyond comprehension that catapults him far into the future. A future without hope.
It's the same thing. You did a better job on the typography. That's cool. She did a wonderful job. Oh, that's cool.
Now, stranded in this dark new era, Andor must rise from legend to strike back against the Galactic Empire and its dark forces. Hope once again has a name.
Yeah, give her credit. Woo! I like this one better. What do you guys think? That's really cool. Just the planet. Congratulations. That's great. This one's Craven in outer space. So who did it first? I think this guy cheated. I think he stole it from him.
Before there was hope in the...
I think he stole it from him. Oh, dude. I've never heard of Oral Knots. Look at all their subscribers. Honestly, if you have not seen Double Dragon, my God. That is a movie I need to do a review on. That's a nostalgia bias review. Dude, if you haven't seen the Double Dragon movie, oh my God. Movie. Best parts? Where's the trailer? There we go. Oh my God, it's got this music? Yes. Oh yeah, Alyssa Milano, huh? With blonde hair? Holy shit, this is awesome. Yeah. Yeah. It's going a little too long. You already sold me on it. Damn. Oh yeah, I remember that part. If you did not watch that movie on VHS growing up, I do feel bad. I do feel sorry. Oh man. And then last shout out. I got one more shout out. I found this man. I believe he's a man. My bad. It goes by Swift Edits. Yeah, he just redid his logo. He does some amazing work, man. He does some amazing work. So he's been going off on the Andor, on a bunch of stuff, but let me just show you. I used some of these clips for my video, but I want to just shout him out. He's been posting on Twitter too. Some amazing work. And let me just show this really quick. I love this one. Who do you guys haven't seen it yet? Do you care about spoilers? I mean, I'm gonna ask that first. Do you care about spoilers? Let me put this dish away really quick, and let me know if you care about spoilers really quick, and then we'll get into the pull list. I'm all caught up, so okay. All right, so maybe mute if you care about spoilers. Mute for about 3 minutes. We'll be back. So let's watch this edit. This dude does amazing work again. You should subscribe to Swift Edits. Let's watch this.
One day, suddenly,
My bad.
Cyril's father fancied himself an adventurer. One day, suddenly, he was gone. And all we had was each other. Young, delicate boy with only a mother's love and determination. But not for the charity of it.
With the right ideas, service to the Empire, planted in the right markets, we can weaponize galactic opinion.
Can one never be too aggressive in preserving order? I believe that we have lost for a reason.
Everything says something, Cyril.
What is it that you hear my caller say?
I don't believe in myself.
Best of luck to us all.
I am desperate for approval.
Being in your presence, I realized that if nothing else, there is justice and beauty in the galaxy worth clinging to. There's a future.
This makes it so tragic, bro. I'm sorry.
For those who dare. Excellent work, Cyril. If I say this is the greatest day of my life, does it spoil everything? Cyril must never know what this is all really about.
Good things are waiting for us.
You've destroyed us. I was here to trap outside agitators. Look at you. Even now. There's an armada up there. Are you mad? What is it you sent to steal from us? What have we been doing here?
There's a stone. They need it. They need the planet. We're going home as heroes. You didn't seem to mind the promotions.
When truth is ripped from our hands, we become vulnerable to the appetite of whatever monster screams the loudest.
Boom.
We wanted to be together.
Good luck, Tetra. Who are you?
Come on, man. I love that. Hey, I think he's okay. It's called The Tragedy of Cyril Karn. So I can see how not being sympathetic to this person makes total sense, you know? All the darkness that he did, all these terrible things that he did, makes total sense that you're not sympathetic to him. I can see this analog being used throughout history though. And I mean, the whole season has to do with, like, this one side is sacrificing themselves for the future, right? And then this side, it is caught up in the propaganda. It is caught up in, basically in the machine of purposelessness. They don't have a purpose. So he was trying to find a purpose. You know what I mean? And he became a part of something greater than just himself, got caught up in the machine, and yeah, it spat him out, man. It chewed him up and spat him out, just like Dedra. But that was Swift Edits SWFT on YouTube and on Twitter. I think he might have an Insta too. It might be a she, no idea. But go check them out. Zero's like one of those cats that are like, I fell down the alt-right. I enjoy some Ben Shapiro. I do enjoy some Ben Shapiro once in a while, you know, saying some things, for sure. I'm so glad I got out of political stuff. Like, pay attention to politics, but it's not every single day. Let's talk nerdy stuff, you know? You can pay attention, you should pay attention. That's important to pay attention. But, like, living it 24/7? Damn. It's tough. Alright, let me get the pull list. Eco Mom. It's tough. It's tough. All right, let me see. Move some stuff out of the way. I am going to be doing like an audit of what comic books I'm reading. What comic books am I excited to buy, to read? I'm going to do an audit so that way we can stop getting so behind. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Don't fall. I got comic books everywhere, man. I am so behind on reading. Jesus. And I just got these graphic novels too on Comic Book Day, and I want to read them. I want to read Swamp Thing. There's a lot I want to read. There's a lot. Okay. First issue of the night is Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, issue number 8. And that's the part that I don't like. You know, I don't like not being able to read, to tell you what's going on with the story. So it kind of sucks. The last time I read this, they brought back Mark Spector from the dead again. But it was this time because he got kind of killed by oh my god, what am I thinking of the word? Why am I blanking? It's been a long day. By a... Asgardian. Jesus. That took a little bit. But he is a hidden Asgardian who is a crime lord. And him and his crew, this person called the Carver, was actually able to destroy the Midnight Mission, which is a place, but it's also a living creature. So it's almost like it's a living dimension, kind of, pocket dimension. And she was able to slice it in half, killing it, which made everyone in the Midnight Mission have to evacuate and go into the sewers. So after that, Moon Knight Mark was kind of pissed, right? So he challenged the Asgardian to a fight, but he didn't know he was Asgardian at the time. He thought he was just a dude. All of a sudden, he is getting his ass whooped, and he kind of took him for, not granted, but he thought he was gonna be a pushover. Turns out he wasn't a pushover. So we brought him back to life, I think in issue 6. So I'm 1 issue behind. But I'm enjoying this run of Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu. Moon Knight is sick, and I got the Jeff Lemire run of Moon Knight down beneath my desk, which we have to read. Speaking of the other book was actually 90s Ghost Rider, and look what we have here. It is the red band version of Daredevil Unleash Hell, in which the female version of Daredevil is facing off against both versions of... Why am I blanking on all these names? It's been a long one, guys. Muse. He is going after the female version of Muse, or she is going after the female version of Muse, because the male version, the real Muse, actually has possessed her body. She is a wannabe artist. Muse is an artist, and he was able to possess her, and that is why Ghost Rider is teaming up with Daredevil she made her way down to hell. She gets brought into hell, and now she's facing an evil version of Elektra.
Why are we still here?
Oh no. What up? Thanks for following. How you doing, California? On Twitch. Thanks for following. I didn't know those notifications actually worked. That's nice. I'm like, what? Somebody did something? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome. But you think that's going to be Heather next season? You think that she's going to be Muse? The possession of Muse? Man, that kind of sucks though, because you kind of miss out on the normal Muse. And he has some crazy abilities. He is invisible. I mean, technically everybody is invisible to Daredevil, but Daredevil is not able to sense Muse. That's scary. That's freaky. That would be a great challenge. But I'm enjoying this one actually a lot better than the last run with Daredevil, She-Devil. She-Devil. I'm enjoying it a lot better. It's probably because it is with Muse, and it's like grotesque and that kind of thing. But yeah, Daredevil Unleash Hell, issue number 5. I'm not sure if this is the last one, but I want to see Ghost Rider get into it too. Invisible to Daredevil? I know, I'm dead. Everyone's invisible to Daredevil. But he's got, he's got sonar vision. He's got that kind of thing. So that's what I mean. Invisible. He's not sensible. This is going to be issue 3 of Absolute Flash. I'm actually 1 issue behind on this one too. I enjoyed the first issue. I didn't get into the second issue as of yet. But yeah, I enjoyed the first issue. So the story is he is at a facility with his dad, and this is the Wally version. So he actually is with, oh my god, I don't know, I'm the worst with names. I almost called him Grant Gustin, but it's Barry Allen. So Barry Allen's like a researcher at this military base, and Wally is a kid on this military base living on there with his father. And he sneaks into a freaking testing facility, kind of befriends Barry Allen. And then one thing leads to another, experiment going wrong, blah, blah, blah. He is now Flash. So I'm a little bit behind on this one, but that was the first issue of Absolute Flash. Call it a name drop? Yeah, I'll drop a name because I don't remember the name. I drop my names like crazy. This one I'm really behind, bro. This one I'm really behind. The Ultimates. The Ultimates, issue number 12. I think I'm 2 issues behind on this one. The last I remember, the Ultimates got their ass beat by the Maker and his crew. So it's mostly the Hulk and the Hulk's crew. But I did see a clip from this one, and it kind of shows an alternate reality. Tony gets shown an alternate reality where Dr. Doom, aka Reed Richards in this universe, didn't pull them out in time. So it's almost like he was seeing a blurred vision. One was where they were being evacuated by Doom. The other was if they didn't get evacuated by Doom, and you see like She-Hulk's head getting cut off and stuff. It was really freaking crazy. So that's what we get here with Iron Man, Iron Lad, Tony. He is healing up from the attack that happened with Hulk and other bad guys of the Makers. So yeah, this is issue 12, and again, I'm 2 issues behind on this one. Now I'm 2 issues behind, which kind of sucks. That's why I kind of need to get through. I need to look at what I'm buying and what I'm enjoying. If I don't enjoy the book, I'm gonna drop it. That's kind of where I'm at. But it's kind of where I'm at, sad to say. Interesting. That phrase. Oh. YouTube quota? Whoa. Interesting. That's crazy. I can't see that anymore. That's crazy. There's something wrong with my streamer bot. Let me see. There's a quota? Oh, that's weird. Sorry about that. My streamer bot is kind of messing up right now. So California, if you're still there and still talking, I don't know if I can see it. I'm sorry. Sorry. Let me pull it up. Don't you guys love technology? Don't you have phones? That was probably one of the worst moments for frickin', what do you call it? Blizzard? Good God. It's like one of the worst moments. There it is. Okay, I don't think it's there. Whatever. Okay, next is issue number 11. Cannot believe we're at issue number 11 already. Of Epitaphs from the Abyss. This one is a great anthology horror comic if you're interested. I'm enjoying this one a lot more than Creepshow. It has amazing writers. Most of the stuff does lead into like blood and guts and that kind of thing. So if you want a little bit of a change of pace, if you're tired of maybe all the capes, stuff like that, definitely you want some horror. Definitely check this one out. Epitaphs from the Abyss. This is actually my only Oni comic. So it's from an entertaining comic, but it's actually, I think, co-published, co-distributed by Oni. It's the only Oni book that I currently pick up. Well, I mean, it's not. I guess there's a couple other with an entertaining comic that I do. It's like a Strange World or something like that. There's 3 of them, but this one's great. Epitaphs from the Abyss, issue number 11. And that one, it doesn't have an overarching story. It's more so just an anthology. So that one's great because you can get 3 little stories in one book, call it a day. You know, super nice, super short. So this book has been insane. This is Null Hunter, an Olympus saga, issue number 8. So what this is a cyberpunk sci-fi retelling of stories of Hercules and the Olympians. So what you get is basically this main character, he is Hercules, and this is cyberpunk retelling of Hercules, Olympic stories, mythologies, that kind of thing. So the last one we had, he landed on a planet, and he was basically asking the planet to submit to the king's rule, or the emperor's rule. And the planet was just humble farmers, and they did not want to. The leader of the planet then asked Hercules to perform a task for him. So he was able to do it, and he said, you know, like, even after doing this, you're not going to bend the knee, basically. And the leader, was like, no. No. We're not going to submit. And the leader had a son. And he's like, you know, my son needs to learn from this, needs to be a man, needs to do all this other stuff. And when the character came out and was like, so you're not going to bend the knee, the son then took his father's head and said, we will submit. So, pretty crazy story, because he wanted the protection of the empire over his planet. So he annihilated his dad and took leadership. So that was a pretty insane part. And then our character reported back. So, pretty crazy stuff. But that is Null Hunter, an Olympus saga. Cyberpunk retelling of old mythological tales. Next, I'm actually caught up on this one, I believe. This is Redcoat, issue number 12. And he is facing up against the Northerner. So, I don't know if the Northerner... It looks like they're both strapped to cannons. He always gets himself in trouble. The last time I read the book, he was hanging out with, oh God, what's her name? The Wild West sharpshooter woman. Oh my God, Wild West sharpshooter woman. Annie Oakley. So he was actually hanging out with Annie Oakley, and that was a great issue. Rook Exodus is actually coming back. Yes, Annie Oakley. Thank you, Brett. So Rook Exodus is coming back. Let me look at it really quick when he's coming back. It's on not a hiatus right now, but it's kind of like on a hiatus. I think Jeff and crew are really paying attention to Geiger, and here's the calendar. Release calendar. Damn! They got a bunch. They have a release calendar all the way through 2026, bro. Let me scroll down. This is a bright screen too. They've been doing a lot of Hyde Street. I've been enjoying Hyde Street a lot. When are we? May 2025. May. So the trade paperback came out April 2nd. What up? What up, Callie? How are you? What up? Just chilling? Nice. Let me show you guys this screen. So this is the release calendar for everything Ghost Machine with Jeff Johns. And we are now Redcoat number 12. We got Hyde Street number 6. I love Hyde Street, man. Hyde Street's been doing really, really well. The last issue when we saw the drug dealer, basically. What's Ghost Machine? Ghost Machine is a new independent publication created by Jeff Johns. They release a bunch of different types of comic books. They started in 2024 and they're co-distributed by Image. But it's Jeff Johns and his humble crew. His merry crew. There it is. Looks like Rockefellers. Sisterhood number 1. That's new. Geiger. Dude, I don't know if Rook is coming back. I swear it was coming back, though. I swear it was coming back. Because we just finished Rook X. They have the trade paperback. Let me see. Rook Exodus Return. This. Return. Returns this fall? No. 3 months ago? Okay, so it looks like... So... Interesting. And there might be issue number 7 coming out in the fall. Jason Fabok posted about it. Interesting. Low is coming back? What's Low? Oh, Rick Remender? Your boy? No way. Is it really? The last issue was what, 2023? I think we talked about that one. That one looks beautiful, bro. You love comics, but you only own Dark Horse? How do you only own Dark Horse? What comics are you interested in Dark Horse? Do you read much Dark Horse? Whatever comes up, really. I think I got more Image than anything. I think I got more Image. Alien and Predator. Oh, yeah. The old school stuff? Because Alien and Predator, isn't that, is that still Dark Horse? Or is that Marvel now? Hands down life-changing. They got trade paperbacks for that, right? Okay. I think we talked about this before, Brett. I think we talked about this before. Let me screenshot it. Maybe it's on Comixology. Dark Horse, but they have crossovers with Marvel like Batman. Oh, yes. You want the hardcovers? The art looks fantastic. Yeah, I read the Alien crossover. I read the Alien crossover with Marvel. I didn't enjoy that much, dude. I didn't enjoy that much at all, unfortunately. I mean, I picked up the first issue, but then I just didn't dig it. Next on the pull list, another one from Image. Sorry, Callie. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger, issue number 6. I think this one is fantastic. This one talks about the origin tales, the early stories of Gunslinger Spawn. And so he gets into a little bit more adventures versus what we're into with the current timeline Gunslinger. So if you enjoy the Gunslinger, I really suggest this one. Issue number 1 talks about his origin. So really, really cool. This one comes out, I believe, monthly, and a $2.99 Image title, which has, you know, all the Spawn books. They got all the best quality art, best quality stock, best stock paper. I love it. I love it. So, yep, Tales of the Gunslinger, Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger, issue number 6. Got that this week. Wonderful. Wonderful. Sorry, messed that up early. Image of Spawn and Invincible is great. Dude, I've heard so much about Invincible. I know I need to watch the show and read the comic. I still haven't. Dude, I got the collections of Swamp Thing from my girl, the Nerd Dame, and fudge, dude, I haven't gotten to it. I need to. It's so good. That's what I heard. I don't got enough time in the day. I wish, dude. I got stacks and stacks of comics, and the entire collection back there. Need to read a lot. I wish. That's my goal. But I also love making videos. So I like making videos and putting them on YouTube. And I do that a lot too. Okay, we're on our last book, and I'm one book behind on this one, but this is the pick of the week. So I read issues number 1 and 2 of this one from Image, and this is from Jason Aaron, Mahmoud Asrar, Matthew Wilson, and Becca Carey. This is Bug Wars. So I heard great things about issue number 3. I read issue number 2. Issue number 2 kind of does more world building. Issue 1 is very long and introduces you to the world, but then when he shrinks down into bug size, you actually get a build out, a feel for what the world actually is while he's in there, and of these certain characters. So far I am digging it a lot. It's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but gruesome and brutal, and there's like bug prostitutes. Really freaking weird tale, but I'm one issue behind on this one, but I need to read it. But that is, since I'm having such a great time, that is my pick of the week. Bug Wars. Grounded for adults, indeed. Exactly. So he gets shrunk. His dad does a bunch of research with bugs, right? And he one day finds his dad basically decomposing disgustingly in the basement, and there's like an amulet that he was using or testing on or something, but the son finds the amulet, and that's what shrinks him. And it's some type of magic, some type of science. We have no idea what it is. That's the mystery box of it all. But he then gets introduced to this world, and there's like warring factions of roaches versus ants, and there's actual ants, but then there's actual creatures riding the ants, like, or roach riders. And they're like rhino roaches or whatever they're called. So it's a pretty wild world. But then there's also this group of like sisters, like nuns, and that's who you see. She's like a battle nun, and it's a different type of race of bug. But she's kind of accosted by all the other bugs for being a part of this group. So really, really crazy world building that you're getting with this one, and I'm just enjoying it a lot. I like it. Okay, so what is our knick-knack of the week, guys? It's gotta be a good one. Let's see. I don't think we've talked about this guitar yet. Let me show you this guitar. Oh yeah. I got this book. I heard from an art person that this book was good, and I'm just gonna start reading it. It's probably like a motivational book. I haven't read it yet, but I got it. It was $9. It's called Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, The Story of Success. So I don't know if it's like a self-help book, but supposedly it's really good. But this is actually my first guitar I ever owned. Let me show you it. First guitar. Can I recommend watching something to watch for money? What do you mean? Kind of gross. It's kind of gross. It was in yeah. Do you want me to watch something and you'll pay me? We're just hanging out, dude. It's like a sub to give something a try. I mean, you can recommend it. We're just chilling. You don't need to. I'm good. Feel free to recommend it. I still have to watch, if Lewis is still here. If Lewis is still here, I still have to watch his movies. Lewis, I'm so sorry. At least I bought them, and I was looking for your new movie, bro, on Tubi. I couldn't find it. You're gonna have to let me know where to find it. I want to watch that one. Ah, Lewis, you deserve it. I deserve it. I mean, I deserve to get my balls busted. Nah. Yeah. Here it is. So this is my very first guitar. I got it when I was 12 years old. It came in, I believe, a package that was maybe $200. So this is nothing really to call home about, but it got me through a bunch, and it is kind of gross right now. You can see it has seen cleaner days. I definitely need to take it in. It went through a bunch of punk stages, and of course I got a badass Etnies sticker on there for no reason. I used to wear Etnies like crazy, but yeah. So this is a Squire Strat. Yeah, it's a Squire Strat. So it's like a Stratocaster, but the cheap version, basically. And this was in a package with I believe it was a 15-watt amp. And the 15-watt amp had, and I still have it, it's terrible distortion. It has like a weird built-in distortion that's garbage. But I was able to buy a distortion pedal later on, and then that way I could get some real metal distortion or rock distortion and switch it up if I wanted to. But I played this guitar all the way until I was about 14 or 15, and then I got the Les Paul. And then I became more of a rhythm guitar. The Les Paul had much deeper tones, and so I could get a little bit different sound there. And then my buddy was the lead guitar, and he was playing on a Ibanez. He was playing on an Ibanez, so he could hit, some lead stuff, and then I was keeping up with the rhythm, and it was like a deep that kind of stuff. And then he was like, so that was our little neighborhood band. Good times. A lot of it was easy punk songs, so like Sex Pistols. A lot of easy punk songs, and then we got more into metal, and then we got more into hardcore. So we were playing a bunch of like Addicts. We were playing easy stuff too. We played a lot of White Stripes. That was easy. Drop D. And then yeah, just a bunch of songs. We would just play a bunch of things. It was fun. But this is my first guitar, and it has strings and it's dirty, so I have not taken care of it, but we need to get this cleaned up. That was the knick-knack of the week. We need to work on sound effects. What was the name of the band? So we kind of didn't like, they were called Bros back in the day. So it was a bunch of people. You're jelly of the beard. Thank you, Callie. Love the vocal sound effects. Thank you. Everyone starts somewhere. Indeed. This is, my mom didn't want to invest a shitload of money into something that I maybe didn't pick up. I wanted to be a drummer for a long time, and she's like, well, he can wear headphones with this, and she didn't want to buy electric drums. So she got me a guitar instead, and it was just so perfect because a couple of kids down the street had a bass, another guitar, and then a drum set. So we were a band. And so there was people called Bros, and they were like, man, I don't know how to explain them, but they were like motorcycle riders, like motocross people. They wore tap out monster clothing. God, what was the other brands? Like bejeweled tees and bejeweled jeans. I don't know how to explain them, but they were like brap, like Bros. I don't know, SRH. A lot of them wore SRH later on, which is Stoners Wreaking Havoc. Anyways, we were kind of making fun of them, and so internally we were called Bro Factor. So stupid. Yeah, Bro Factor. So you had the Bro Factor, man. And we also played Bro Hymn by Pennywise. We played that a lot because it's easy. Bro Hymn. So, that one. So, yeah, we were called Bro Factor. Stupid. A lot of Weezer. We played a lot of Weezer. Bro Factor falling procedure. I needed a procedure after being in Bro Factor. Passion is from the man who cares, not the man who spends. For sure. We played a lot from the Blue album. I enjoyed the Blue album a lot from Weezer. My buddy, my neighbor, who was the drummer, he liked Pinkerton a lot. I didn't enjoy Pinkerton. I didn't like that album at all, man. I thought it was too weird. I thought it was way too weird. Wait, let me see if I can find Bro Hymn. It's all out of tune. It's all out of tune. Ugh. Rusty strings. But yeah, my guitar. My first guitar. And then it went, I also have a nylon string guitar, so someday I'll show you guys that. Hashpipe. Hashpipe was the Green album. I liked Hashpipe because I could play it. Dun 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 dun. Hey there. I've been up in the most tragic episodes of a comedy mine. Beverly Hills. That came out a little bit later. Honestly, I wasn't that bad at figuring out the song from listening. One of my favorite hobbies to do while growing up, other than watching movies and analyzing them before I had a YouTube channel, it was listening to the radio and then being able to play alongside the song. I will sub for you to listen to 2 songs. I mean, again, you don't need to sub. It's what I mean. The problem is I'm streaming on YouTube too. They're a little bit more hardcore with the stuff, but yeah, we're just hanging out, dude. You don't need a sub or anything like that. We're just hanging out, bro. I think I have Battlefront loaded up, but there we can just hang out, man. Two subs. Like I said, you can suggest something to watch. Is it bad? I don't understand. I like a handful of Weezer songs. Seriously, the Blue album has the most hits. Let me look through them real quick. What's the Blue one? Lewis, you have a PC? You got it built? Yeah, buddy. Hey, Brett, are we all hopping on Dune Awakening next month? Do I have to start a Discord so we can all play Dune Awakening together, bro? I may just do it. What are you loading up first thing, Lewis? And don't say editing software. What are we playing? Let me look at this album. Bro! You didn't have to do that, Callie. Thank you for the subs, man. Thank you for the subs, dude. That's very nice of you. Very nice of you. Thank you. Wow. Like I said, you didn't have to do it. We could just watch something. The fudge. I need to buy it, Brett. Is it? It's not free to play, right? It's not free to play, is it? I have to pay for it? Dune Awakening. Oh, it is for $50. That's fine. Dude, if we play it, yeah, bro. Got it for free from a friend. I remember that. Got my setup. Playing some free to play and some good deals I found. Playing Fallout. Oh, yeah, man. Fallout New Vegas. I never finished that, did we? That's my bad. That's my bad. $90? You got the special edition? Fudge. You know what I did? I actually missed the beta weekend, bro. I missed the beta weekend. Lewis, the best thing to do really is download the Epic Games app. Epic Games, and monthly you get 2 free games. So if you haven't already, download the Epic Games app and you get 2 free games a month. I think right now you can get Dead Island. Oh, you better hurry up. Dead Island is free until tomorrow at 8 a.m. So you can get a bunch of free games. I go on there monthly. Oh, you did? Perfect. Good. I hope we get Fallout 3 Remaster. You think they're gonna do that? You think they're gonna do that? Those greedy bastards. You're a chill dude. Love the energy. Thank you, Callie. Had to. Thank you so much, bro. So just the first 2 songs of Epic the Musical. Is that copywritten? And is it bad? I might have to pre-screen. Downloaded both Steam and Epic Games. Good, dude. You get a free game every. Oh, you get a free game every week? Shit. My bad. I need to check it every week then. I think the last remaster was just Microsoft seeing if they could do Bethesda without Bethesda. Is that what that was? Let's see. First 2 songs of Epic the Musical. It is, but I love and I'm a hardcore rap fan. Oh, interesting. DJ Peach Cobbler did a video on his Bethesda Microsoft theory. DJ Peach Cobbler? There are so many pockets of people. Peach Cobbler is amazing, by the way. Coming from a big man. Peach Cobbler is amazing. I love Peach Cobbler. I'm also playing Sleeping Dogs. I heard that was great. It was like wasn't that the? Oh no, man! I heard that's great. I was trying to think if it was like a successor to an old game. All right, let's check this out. Is it Epic the Musical full movie? If it starts hitting me on YouTube, we'll have to. Is it bad? Let me see. Is this what it is? They're getting a deal with Hollywood because of how popular they are. Interesting. Is it this one? Is that the right one? Yes? Okay. Let me see. Is it bad? So it's the first 2 songs, huh? The Horse and the Infant and Just a Man. Underrated game? I've heard so. With Sleeping Dogs. Never played it though. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this is cool, right? I don't think it's bad. We'll see if we get hit with the copyright real quick. So someone animated it. Is this the right one? Turned up a little bit. Like I said, if YouTube starts hitting me, I'm gonna stop it. Is it really 10 years? He's got a good voice. Dude, Troy is such a good movie, isn't it? Damn. This is rad, bro. Same timestamp, Trilogy Horse? Interesting. It's corny? I think I dig it. Not saying that because he paid me. Do you enjoy Troy, Brett? Do you like Troy? I mean, I'm gonna, you know, what I'm getting vibes from this. My vibe from this is Hamilton. Yes, the Odyssey. Dude, I can't wait to see Christopher Nolan's take on the Odyssey. The animation is rad. Yeah, I think they're doing a great job. Hamilton's spot on. That's the vibe. That's the vibe I'm getting from it. It's a Trojan version of Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton. Yeah, he's Hamilton. He's doing Hamilton things. Yeah. It's just the first song? This is just the first song? It's well crafted and lovingly made, just so kudos to the people involved. Yeah, indeed. You know, we embrace creativity here. We embrace creativity. Even if it's got Hamilton vibes. I hear good voices. I hear good voices. And then yeah, the animation's pretty cool. As far as the concept albums and rock operas go, oh dude, Coheed? Fudge. Oh, we could jam out to some Coheed, bro. Love me some Coheed. Fuck. Zeus has crazy voice. You love the deep voices. Mm-hmm. It's just a baby. Kill the 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 baby. They're the original stories to go along with the music. Yeah. It's definitely the musical. It's definitely a musical. So they got that right. It's a musical take on it. Cool. Now, is this a continuation? You said the 2 songs, right, Callie? All you can choose is who's. I'm a fan of musicals. I like musicals. I'm trying to think of my favorite musical, man. I like Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd was kind of rad. What is a really good musical? Don't say Annie. I really don't like Hamilton. I think there you go, Callie. You just said it. You just said it too. I hate Hamilton. Yeah, I remember when everyone was freaking out about it, and I'm like, what? You see, I wrote the little thing, and did the thing, and then I did another thing, and then I rapped the sing. That was basically it. So you want the second song, Just a Man? I'm just a man with one good hand. Stuff like that. I think we can make some stuff up. But I appreciate it. It definitely, to me, really quick, this seems like a school project. And I don't know, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it does seem like a school project. Like, your group needs to make a musical for this drama class that is about a classical piece of, writing. So they took the Odyssey and, turned it into a musical. Which, hey, this does feel like a school project. Is this a real thing? You said Hollywood's taking notice, bro? Takes from rap, and rap's like someone who doesn't have... What? Oh, you're talking about Hamilton. Yeah, it does. It does. Didn't have resources? Oh, that's why I said it feels... That's why I said it feels like a student project. It's someone who had to get this stuff done by any means. You actually get some really good, fascinating projects from kids in school with no budgets. In fact, it actually opens up, I believe, more creativity, and you see people doing it. Like, they're making movies with, 2x4s and stuff like that versus having to buy thousands of dollars worth of pieces of technology to do stuff. Like, they're doing it with a skateboard. Imagine, I don't know, I think not a Hercules style, like the Disney animation. I really do love the Hercules and the art style of Hercules, though. And what they were able to do with Hades. And Cerberus. Kill the baby! Kill the baby!
I'm just a man.
Damn, not bad. I dig it. I dig it. Thank you for suggesting that. Nope, it's not the knick-knack of the week anymore. Nope, not that. We're not doing knick-knacks anymore. We're chilling. Thank you for the suggestion, Callie. And thank you for the gifted subs. Much appreciated. And like I said, we could have just watched it, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And thanks for finding me and hanging out. Let's see. I kind of want to load up Battlefront really quick and see how it plays. Thought you would think it's cool. No. Why are you saying sorry? Why are you saying sorry? We applauded it. It's cool. Like I said, the animations, like Brett said, animations are badass. It's dark, but overall, your content is super dope. Thank you. Thank you so much. Gonna call it a night. I feel it, Lewis. Dude, I hope you're doing better, bro. Lewis from Studio 96 Films. Where did you say to find your... I'm sorry, did you... Where... Oh, you'll ask the director. Okay, cool. Let all of us know when we can see your movie, bro. Knee is feeling better. Great. Awesome. You're watching Walking Dead, Dead City? I'm gonna need a review, Brett. I'm gonna need a review. I haven't watched any Walking Dead since, what's his face? Glenn got destroyed. Thank you and keep doing great things. Thank you, Callie. Thank you. It was nice having you. Yeah, we're just gonna play this a little bit. Oh, let's see. Brett, what's the best series of Walking Dead since Glenn got killed? I was a Walking Dead fan too. I was. You'll be back another time? Awesome. It won't dip below a 5? Any season? Maybe I was just so scorned by the way they played with us. With Glenn and Abraham. You know, I don't know. There was not much enjoyment for me. Daryl's solo show. Yeah, where does that one take place? That one's not France. Is that one France? You're missing out on the new overlay. I don't care, Discord. I don't care. We may be playing this for Friday Night Frags. We may be doing another Friday Night Frags this Friday, and we may be playing a little Battlefront instead of Call of Duty. I think a lot of people are having a great time on it, so may as well join in on the fun. Vive la France! It's in France. And Brandon, if you're still out there, it's good seeing you too. Good seeing you too, bro. I gotta hit up, do you guys remember Superior Nav? I gotta hit him up and see if he's doing okay. The One Who Live was pretty okay. What was that? Dead City is low-key kind of whack. At least you admit it, dude. At least you admit it. Where does Dead City take place? If Daryl is in France, how did he get to France? Can you just tell me that? The Ones Who Live. What's The Ones Who Live? Was that the kids? Was that the kids show? There was a kids show, right? I'm not misremembering something. By the way, Aero Nutrition. I put the wrong lid on that. Battlefront's taking its sweet time. There it goes. Was The Ones Who Live the kids? I'm probably gonna get hit by Star Wars music, aren't I? Oops. Oops. That's how I was watching the chat. No! We can't have this! There we go. Oh no, now you guys are seeing chat. Uh-oh. That's bad. I think I know the problem. Hold on. Hold on now. Think I know the problem. Okay, let's see if it loads again. Interesting. It's because it's doing HDR. That looks terrible. Hold on. Game mode. I think I want to turn off that. Hold on. Oh wait, shit. Display port. Settings. It's doing a game mode. I don't want it to do game mode. No, game adjust. How did I turn that off before? Can I not do that? Because it's doing HDR. I don't want to do HDR. Shit. Off. Game reset. Do you want to reset your game settings? FPS counter. Brightness. Input. Let me see if I can set it in the game then. The game wants to do HDR and it looks freaky for you guys. Oops. Is it detecting my controller? No. This is all messed up. This is all messed up. It did it again, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. I can't do anything. Oh my god, screw you, EA. I can't do anything. This sucks. Something's definitely wrong. Game mode? Gamer 1, 2, 3. None of this is changing, by the way. Jeez. Never mind, we're just playing Call of Duty. If it's like this, good lord. Game adjust. I took adaptive sync off. The Ones Who Lives. Oh, that was Rick Grimes' return with Michonne, right? I'm sorry. I'm distracted. That was World Beyond. The Ones Who Live was Rick Grimes. Okay. Wow. Would you say any of them have really, Okay. Would you say any of them have lived up to the OG? Ah, man. I can't figure this out. Maybe if I switch over to controller. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Beautiful. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Yes. Except you guys are still not seeing yourselves. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this. I want to turn off. Okay. Okay. We may be getting somewhere. We may be getting somewhere. Okay. Now let me go back. See if this works. Every season has great episodes and moments. For sure, all worth a watch. Okay. Okay, that looks better. That looks better. I think. Let's see. This looks like HDR. I think my screen is still doing HDR. Ugh. What is it doing? Let's see. It's doing this. Yes. 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 Off. Okay, let's see if that fixes it. Hey. I think it's still HDR. It's still doing HDR. Weird. That's why it looks weird. Heroes and villains? You need to be online. Oh, connect. Failed. Failed. Don't you love EA? Don't you guys love EA? I told it not to do HDR anymore. I don't know, that's so weird. Let me see if there's something in my settings. Alright, well, screw this. No, I hate wait. Oh, no, I hate EA. What do you mean? Sorry. I think this is happening because of it says I'm offline. So escape. Yes. How do you hit OK? How do I hit OK, bro? Oh my god. There it goes. All right. Well, we'll figure that out on a different day. Sorry to do that to you guys. I don't know why it was saying I was not online and a bunch of other freaky stuff, but whatever. We'll figure that out another time. But it is getting late. I need to do the dishes. You have a lot of Walking Dead shows, Brett. But thank you for watching my review, bro. I appreciate it, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to look into, to make, and 24 people already watched, man. No worries, I'm calling it a night too, man. No worries. 26 people watched the review. Beautiful. That's wonderful. Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Callie, for the 5 subs. Insane. And we are also streaming on Kick, by the way. So no worries. We're streaming everywhere now. Just had to keep an eye on all the chats. I'm going to try to get all the chats working. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back. I'll see you about Friday. So keep your eyes peeled for Friday. And then I may work on another video coming out Friday too. Just like a hangout talk video, just like we were talking about earlier. So I may also come out with some other stuff. So thank you again for hanging out. Brett, we'll see you again. We'll see you Friday. And then Sunday for more Doom, The Dark Ages. Make sure I hit the right button. Have a good night and good rest of your week. Laters.
Hey, we're going to tracker hunting coons at night. Game the swinging axes, but his aim ain't right. Legolas is prepping, shooting buds off logs. Harlan's painting toenails, yelling at the dogs. Saruman's of neighbors always causing grief, scheming in his tower like a backwoods thief. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow.
Of Arrakis, it's me, Shia, your beloved sandworm of the desert. Many people are saying Paul Atreides, little Paul Atreides. I call him Pesky Paul. He's Al-Mahdi. People are calling him Lisan Al-Gaib. Pesky Paul's calling himself Muad'Dib. He said, Muad'Dib, I'm a little desert mouse, just a humble little desert mouse. And he is very tiny. I saw him.
Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles, middle-aged mutant ninja turtles, middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. All of the shoes are from New Balance. The turtles used to battle all over New York. It was radical. Now they work late nights in customer support. It pays the bills. They would break dance in their teens, and now they use sleep apnea machines. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles.
This is Snake. I've made it to the insertion point. I stayed pretty warm due to that anti-freezing peptide that you gave to me, but I have to admit I was able to smuggle out my smokes in my stomach. You know, it wasn't fantastic, but I gotta have them ciggies. Psychic powers are cheating. I'm gonna plug my controller into port 2. Hind D. More like D Hind. Ho! But seriously, what's a Russian gunship doing here? Big bag, big bag, big.